Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala ashraf al-mursaleen wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. I thought it's in 30 minutes, they told me it's 20 minutes. So, why Surah Yusuf? Every one of you, I'm pretty sure he listened to many lessons from Surah Yusuf. What's new here? And why we choose Surah Yusuf in the topic of Ambassadors of Islam? I want you to look at Surah Yusuf from different angle. Yusuf is a young man who left his country very early, and he lived in non-Muslim society. He educated there, he raised there, he served there, he tested there, and then he changed that society. That's why Surah Yusuf is very close to everyone who live in non-Muslim society. So, quick lessons as a playbook from this story. Number one, you know, many speakers who talk about Surah Yusuf, they miss a profound lesson, which is the lesson from childhood. The story doesn't start with the Yusuf as an adult, but as a child. What does that mean? It means Yusuf goes through a very difficult childhood. If you want to be ambassadors of Islam, the first obstacle is your past. You know, I do counseling for many years. And what I see in many people, they still in the presence of past. When you become adults, Allah give you a gift of choice. You either choose to live in the present of past and try to justify everything for yourself. Look for excuses. I live miserable childhood. My parents did that to me. Or you became adult. You try to heal yourself. It's not shame to seek help. Even to go to therapists or psychologists. That's not shame in Islam at all. The shame is to make your past an excuse to not move forward. If you want to do a good impact as ambassador, the first thing you have to do is heal from your past. Your past is not your fault, but your healing is your responsibility. Yusuf go through that. Imagine his own brothers throw him in the well. Those who should protect him hurt him. But the lesson is for us, a difficult childhood, difficult beginning doesn't mean dark future. No, at all. It could be a very bright future. And Yusuf is a big evidence. Second, when Yusuf was in the palace, a test of temptation, when that woman tried to seduce him, and he said that profound word, قَالَ مَعَاذَ اللَّهِ. He says something, and he do something. He say مَعَاذَ اللَّهِ, and he moved to the door. Two things. Today, our temptations could not be necessarily the same temptation of Yusuf, that a woman came to you, which can happen also. But we have something more than that. All types of temptation is in your pocket, in your phone, in your laptop, DMs, Snapchat, TikTok, or if you go beyond that to pornography or many, is all in your pocket. It just comes to you in notifications. You need to do two things as Yusuf did, alayhi salam. Number one, seek refuge from Allah. We are weak. Say it loudly. Ma'ad Allah. Oh Allah, I'm weak. I need you. Fill my heart with that sakina and taqwa. But that's not enough. You need to take an action. Yusuf ran to the door. Sometimes you need to do an action. That run to the door may be close and shut your laptop. Shut your mobile phone. Run away from that gathering, which is a lot of fitna. Brothers and sisters, if we don't win the battle, the private battle with our own desires, we can't be ambassadors of Islam. You can't impact people if you don't win that private battlefield. And nowadays it's so strong. There's billions of dollars It just, the purpose is to deviate many youth from this path, from the path of Allah, just by temptation. Not just Muslim youth, non-Muslim youth, all of humanity is under this distraction. If you want to succeed in this life even, you have to say no to that temptation. So the ambassador of Islam, he will win that private battlefield. Third lesson, when Yusuf is in the prison. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala told us about a prophet. His father is a prophet. His grandfather is a prophet. His grandfather of his father is a prophet. However, they throw him in a jail for bid'a sinin, many years, several years. Can you imagine? And he is innocent. However, he transformed that prison to a platform of da'wah. Subhanallah. There's two lessons here. First lesson is, a prison is not necessary that jail or that cells or bars. A prison is anything that prevent you to worship Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. That's why when they put Yusuf in physical prison, it doesn't matter. Because Yusuf's heart is not in a prison. And that's the most important. The most important is when your heart is not in a prison. When your body is in a prison, that's not a big deal. Look at Yusuf. He was more free than his guards because his heart is free, only slave to Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. المحبوس من حبس قلبه عن ربه والمأسور من أسره هواه. The real one in prison is not that behind the bars, but that his heart is away from Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. That's the real prisoner, the real captive. So ask yourself, are you in a prison? Do you love someone so much in a way that you can compromise of your deen because of that? That means you are in a prison of a human being. Do you love some materialism in a way that you can't perform your salah, or you can't fulfill your obligations? It means you are in a prison. When your heart is only with Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, free of all this materialism, that means your heart is sound. Second point from Yusuf in a prison. When did Yusuf speak about Islam? He didn't initiate that. He didn't came to the prison and say, oh, prisoners, come, I will do lesson for you. He didn't do that. They are the one who came to him. The prisoners came to Yusuf. He didn't ask. When they saw dreams, they came to him. And look what they said. Inna naraka min al-muhsinin. There's something special in you. We always see excellence in your character, in how you behave, how you act, how you connect with us. That's the key. Then Yusuf now took the opportunity. This is the time to send the message. So let your character speak louder than your tongue. If your neighbor in trouble, will you be the first one who will think of? He will come to you and seek help from you because he see that you are min al-muhsinin. If your classmate, if your colleague, if your friend, I talk about non-Muslims, if they need help, will they come to you and say, Inna naraka min al-muhsinin? And why they come to Yusuf specifically? Not just because of his character also. He has something special, talent. He can interpret dreams. Interpreting dreams at that time is a talent. Means that when they come to you because of your character, you should have something special they need you. A special talent, skills, educations. You can serve people. So because of your character, that's the invitation. They will come to you. And when they come, they will find something precious. You are valuable. It's a message for those people who just finished the GCSE, they don't want to go to college. Or they stop in college, they don't want to go to university. Muslims should be the best in every single field. You should be strong in your education, your skills, your talents. And when they come to you, they will find something special. You'll serve them. Inna naraka minal muhsinin. Brothers and sisters, people will not ask you about your Islam until they see your ihsan. When they see your serve and your excellence, your good character, your talent, then you'll ask you about your Islam. The next lesson, when that king saw the dream, and he asked his people about interpretation, and that prisoner now remember Yusuf after a while, and he went to Yusuf. Yusuf ayyuha as-siddiq aftina. Yusuf straight away gave him the interpretation. And the prisoner came back to the king. You never find in Quran that Yusuf asked about his freedom. He came after many years and he forgot about the promise. And now he came to ask Yusuf another also. He wants something else. Yusuf, help us. There's a big dream. And Yusuf straight away realized that that dream is not related to the king only. The whole country is in danger. So he straight away interpreted the dream. Never ask about his own benefit. Subhanallah. And that's a big lesson for us. Serve people before you ask about your rights. Serve first. When you have a citizenship here in Britain, be a good citizen. Try always to have initiative that would have a goodness for people here. Very important. When the country is in danger, then have some initiative to help. That's how Yusuf did straight away, without asking about himself. And when he interpreted the dream, he didn't just stop about the dream, he gives something extra. ثم يأتي من بعد ذلك عام فيه يغاث الناس وفيه يعصرون. This statement is not in the dream. That's from Yusuf. Also, he didn't just interpret the dream. He gave them how they should react to the dream. Because if this is just interpretation, he will say, you will face a huge famine. That's it. And it will last for 7 years. 7 years of good prosperity, and then 7 years of famine. That's the interpretation. But he didn't say that. He said, when the time comes with the prosperity, then do this 1, 2, 3, 4. And when the time of famine, do 1, 2, 3. Give them a solution. He cares about them. Because when it's reach hunger, hunger is bigger than ideology. Hunger is all a human being face. We should help straight away. And that we should take this lesson from Yusuf. It's a message for our young brothers and sisters. What is your initiative in this country? Initiative for your community, for your neighbors, for your street. If you find the street is messy, for example, take initiative to clean that street. If you find that there is a problem in parking in your street, try to take initiative. Always initiative, as Yusuf said or did. Next lesson is when the king called for Yusuf came. I want to take Yusuf as one of my own advisors. Yusuf said, اجعلني على خزائن الأرض إني حفيظ عليم. Point me in high status here, a minister of this service. Why? Because I have the capability for that. I'm trustworthy and I'm competent. What does that mean here? That means if society needs you and you have that talent, then point yourself. Because the intention of Yusuf is to serve people. So leadership is not bad. Ego is bad. But leadership sometimes is very important. To be president of that ISOC, vice president, to be in the committee of the school of your children, to be a leader in any aspects here is very important, because your intention is to do the best of community. And through that, the people will say, wow, we need these people, because they always care about society. Inni hafidun alim. And he did a very precise plan for this country for 15 years. Subhanallah. And then lastly, just to be on time, in the end of the story, when his brothers came to him and they admitted their mistakes, he said, لا تثريب عليكم اليوم يغفر الله لكم وهو أرحم الراحمين. He said, no blame upon you today. Allah will forgive you. He is the most merciful. Regardless what they did in the past. I want to take this lesson and transform it to a lesson we need in our time. When you are ambassadors of Islam and you call people to da'wah, you'll find another brothers are in the same mission. The problem is with da'wah, all brothers, they are all ambassadors, but they fight each other. They have the same mission, but different methods. However, they fight each other and they forget about the real purpose. Their priority is to fight each other, and they're all ambassadors. If you face that, be like Yusuf. Don't fight with them. Don't respond to them. Don't enter that debate to waste your time. Instead, try privately to give them some advice, to remind them of the purpose, to remind them of the unity of our deen. If they insult you, if they refute you, if they always talk about you badly, say to them, لا تثريب عليكم اليوم يغفر الله لكم. Don't pay them back. After time pass, they will come to you and you will say لا تثريب عليكم. Just don't busy yourself with small battles that prevent you from the mission. We as ambassadors of Islam, we all have the same mission. Yes, maybe we have different methods. That's understandable. But we have the same mission. Be sincere and be with Yusuf. And finally, Yusuf gave us his recipe. What's the key of this character? He said to his brothers, إِنَّهُ مَن يَتَّقِ وَيَصْبِرْ فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُضِيعُ أَجْرَ الْمُحْسِنِينَ. Taqwa, fear Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. That's the key. Then sabr, all the challenges you will face need your patience. And lastly, always be min al-muhsinin. Ihsan means Allah is watching you. Do your best. Ihsan means serve people regardless their religion. That's ihsan. Ihsan means has a big heart. When someone insults you, say لا تثريب عليكم اليوم. May Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala guide us to the straight path. May Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala make Yusuf our model ambassador. May Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala give us ability to spread the mission and to be always here, a good citizens here, and that we want to help people here. Our hearts are filled with mercy with everyone live here. May Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala make last word of our life. La ilaha illallah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Take a few questions, Sheikh.
It's 20 exactly.
Yeah, almost. MashaAllah, Ustaz Hamza is here as well. So while the Ustaz is just praying his salah, inshallah ta'ala, the Sheikh can ask you a couple of questions about the lesson we've just had.
You want to ask or ask you?
You ask them. Let's see how much they can remember, mashallah.
Okay, what's the first lesson I said about Yusuf? What's the parable between Yusuf and us? Living in foreign land. Very good. That's the one. Okay, what's the first lesson? Yes. If you have a dark beginning, you still have a bright future. Very good. Second. Very good. It's not your fault. MashaAllah, but your healing is your responsibility. You even memorize the statement. Very good. MashaAllah. We're still in the first letter. Temptation. What type of temptation we face nowadays? It's all in your pocket. You just need to do two things. Ma'ad Allah and what? Run to the door. How to run to the door here? Shut it down straight away and move. Leave the room. What's the third lesson? In the prison. I mentioned 2 points in the prison. Very good. There's a physical prison, then there is spiritual prison. Physical prison is not the problem. Physical prison is the problem. When your heart is blocked from Allah. Good. What's the second point? Having talent. When they came you, your character speak louder, and you have something to give. You have special things. Have a good education, good talent, good skills. When Yusuf said, "Ij'alni ala khaza'in al-ard," what's the lesson here? Leadership is bad things. What's bad things? Ego. But leadership sometimes is very important if your intention is to serve people in the sake of Allah. What about the last lesson? لا تثريب عليكم اليوم. I transfer to something else. What's that? Very good. Argue with each other. MashaAllah. We all ambassadors, but we have different methods to achieve that message. Because of different methods, we fight each other. Don't busy yourself with this fighting. Even if they refute you, say لا تثريب عليكم اليوم يغفر الله لكم. تفضل. No, but he's not a prisoner. They said, قال ائتوني به استخلصه لنفسي فلما كلمه قال إنك اليوم لدينا مكين. I mean قال اجعلني. He's not in a prison. No, he's not a prison. فلما كلمه قال إنك اليوم. He is now in the palace. He's out of prison. And he talked to the king. And now king is very happy with him. And then they negotiate about this. Then he said, قال اجعلني على خزائن الأرض. And he was in prison. Yeah, because everyone knows he was innocent. And that's why he made condition before he came out. I want everyone to know I am innocent. So the king do that court, and he brought those women. And then when everyone in the kingdom knows that Yusuf is innocent, yes, he can say, Inni hafidun alim. Everyone now prove it. Yes. فلما كلمه قال إنك اليوم لدينا مكين. I mean, some scholars said, if you have an interview in a company, a very important interview, say these words. فلما كلمه قال إنك اليوم لدينا مكين أمين. They will prove your interview and love you so much. Okay.
بارك الله